everyone, welcome to The Light Renegades. My name is Starr, and today I have another pre-channeled message for you from the Galactic Alliance, who is our fractal of the Galactic Federation of Light. We made a shift in the name probably about 8 months ago in this journey. We were told in some timelines that Galactic Federation were actually compromised, so to make everyone feel a little bit more safe, a little bit more secure, we made that shift to the Galactic Alliance so that everyone could feel like they, are here in a safe space and that they feel comfortable moving forward with us. That being said, to those that might be here for the first time, welcome and thank you for joining us. We do have some meditations to sink your teeth into if you would like to start somewhere, not as a channeled message. We do have some short meditations, some longer meditations connected to the different chakra points and understandings of self and the energetic body. That being said, today's message does come with a trigger warning, everyone. I realize that we've come full circle to those that have been with us from the very beginning, so thank you so much. We very much appreciate your love and light on this channel, and I think this is a turning point in the journey, everyone. I think I knew that this point was coming, and today's message is very much a reflection of everything that I've been feeling energetically with regards to the channel, with us, and where some of you might find yourself in the collective right now. This message came through almost like a riddle. I've tried to make it flow a few times. This is probably my 6th time trying to record this, so please bear with me. I'm feeling a little bit tired today. I was off doing all sorts in dream times, and I actually woke up at 6:06 on the 6th today, and that feels like a message for someone too. So bear with me. I will try and make this flow as easy as possible, but it has come through almost like a riddle, and I didn't understand it when it first came through. So just take a minute to tune into your own energy, into the energies of the Galactic Alliance when coming to this message, and come back again to watch this message, over and over, because sometimes there are things that get missed. I've been made aware of some incidences that listening to a message once sometimes isn't enough, especially with some other pre-channeled messages as well, with that of Brittany Murphy. But this one especially today, I think will hit a nerve with a lot of you. So please do come back again once you feel, a little bit more aligned with your own energy again, a little bit more settled in your own energy. But trigger warning on this one. If this does not feel like your space today, come back at a later date. It does talk about relationships and connection. But the message from GA today was titled You. And they started with, "Hello, light ones. Making reference here to messages from us last week. We will be continuing a theme for the next few months. The theme is you. We know many of you are seeking expanse, are seeking to experience all that you feel in your mind, body, and soul. This is a message to say that everything you have been asking for is on its way to you. However, this does mean that you must be willing and ready to receive it. This dear one knows all too well what it feels like to be put on ice, on hold, and given some assignments you feel are truly not yours. We see many of you have come to the fork in the road. This is a message to say, unfortunately, yes. What has been coming up for you in the last week, 2 weeks, you will have to face head on and heal. There is no turning around and going back. There is no rushing ahead to get to the end. For the goal is never truly the end goal. You will see in time that what's within you, that which you crave in the external, is actually within you already." Side note here. No is a complete and full sentence, statement, a command, and we say this with love. You have the right to say no. You have the right to say, "That's not for me." You have the right to say, "No thank you, not today or ever." You are in this fork in the road. It is time to look around. What no longer fits? What no longer makes you feel alive? What no longer makes you feel held, seen, or appreciated? It is time to take full accountability of your own emotions and make these changes swift and fast. There is no turning back. We will say this again. There is no turning back. You have come this far for a reason. The reason is that you decided to say yes to yourself. You will see those that do not like this. Many of you have been met with this expression of self already. We wish to remind you that everyone around you is also indeed you. Have compassion, have empathy, but do not take on the burdens of others. This is not your job. This is not why you came here, so turn away. Each soul is on its unique path, and you chose yours for a reason. Smile, rest, take a look around again and again. Some of you have not acknowledged the freedom that you have been granted. You have been set free. Allow for the houses to fall, for the chains to fall. You are now free. Allow yourself time to heal and to mend those aspects of self that you dare not heal. This is the truth of relationships. Some are band-aids for wounds that are so deeply embedded that we feel to rip the band-aid off, it would kill us. The truth is, the band-aid must come off for the wound to be fully healed. What do you need to heal within so that you can move more freely without? Many of you are asking why you haven't seen significant shifts in your world. This is because you have not dared to go within. It is time to go within. There are so many willing to help, but this is only when you decide to help yourselves. This is a message of what they call tough love, we think. We call this unconditional healing, the point which you decide to heal yourself because you know truly in your heart that no one else can do it for you. And I don't want everyone to panic at this message because I know that many of you have been turning within, have been healing so much in the last year. You know, I say the last year because that's the only amount of time that I've spent with you. And for some, this is true acknowledgement of everything that you have healed, where you do get to say no, where you do get to say, I don't want to experience this again, where you do get to say, you know, this is what I want moving forward. And I've definitely been put in situations this past week where I've had to decide, you know, which road I want to take next. I've tried out a few things that I asked to be put into my plane of existence. I've been made aware of this by my teams, and now I get to decide what I want to do moving forward in some circumstances. And I think some of you have come to that fork in the road and you're having to decide what's next. And, you know, once we raise our vibration, this draws a lot of other people, some people back to us from our past, some people that we've perhaps already said no to because they can see where we're going and, you know, they want that for themselves. But it's going to have to take great discernment from some of you out there to see that to be allowing someone back into your life is not truly helping them. There are some things that they must do to heal their own lives, to heal their own lineage, I'm hearing. So this might be, you know, karmic cycles from other loved ones that they're attached to that they're having to heal now for themselves. And by you saying yes at this point in the road would not help them. And, you know, this is something that I now understand that I've been on the receiving end of this. And, you know, there are some things that I thought were going to go very much in a different direction. And, you know, the door was shut in my face. I was told no. And I really had to go so deep within that, you know, I didn't even know what was me anymore. And I realized that was a point that I was having to get to. I am now free from the burdens of, you know, many things from my past. And I came here to do a lot of ancestral healing and lineage karma healing. And to move forward freely now does feel strange. It does feel uncomfortable. It does feel like I'm not free, but I know that I truly am. So some of you might have hit that point in the road too, where it just feels uncomfortable, and that's okay. Take some time, you know, out to yourself to get to know the new you. And for those that might be having to say no to people now, to start to say no to them so that you can say yes to yourself. Know that you will be grateful. I'm so grateful for the doors that were, you know, slammed shut in my face. I'm so grateful that I did all the shadow work. I did all of the healing because I know that I'm better for it and I'm grateful for it. Another message that I was getting today is that some of you have been asking for signs and synchronicities, and some of you got them in the clouds. That's a major message that was coming through from Spirit. And this idea of feeling like to let go of a relationship feels like death, I think, is something that is so strong. as human beings, you know, this feeling of we couldn't live without another. And I think it's, you know, one of the most unhealthy things that we are taught through so many different facets of media, of all sorts of things, you know. And this idea of unconditional love is that you receive love from so many different facets, not just, you know, a romantic relationship. You receive love from Gaia, you receive love from animals, you receive love from, you know, dear friendships and different types of bonds, soul bonds in other ways. And I've learned that, you know, over the past couple of years. And I'm so grateful to be able to receive love in so many other ways, because at one time I felt like it was only, you know, that relationship with another that was the most important. And now I see that it's everything, because we are one with absolutely everything. And I think some of you are just starting to come to that understanding, or you're being catapulted into a journey of coming to that understanding of oneness with everyone, and, you know, understanding that everything and everyone is a reflection of you, because we are all unity, you know, Christ consciousness, oneness. That's what it's about. That's the point that we're trying to get back to, is loving and accepting and appreciating everyone in that unconditional love, you know, without conditions, without chains, without bounding each other together to the point where it's suffocating, and yeah, you feel like you can't live without this person. So for someone that's, you know, been on both ends of the spectrum, I can say that it's not easy, but this is what we came here to do, and this is the point that everyone is coming to eventually. We are, you know, some of the most forward walking at this time on this path, and I'm trying to be grateful for that every day, even when it gets sticky, even when it gets tiresome. And, you know, I feel like, gosh, when is this bit going to end? Because there's always expanse, and getting into a state of flow, getting into a state of being able to receive, I think is going to be everyone's best friend moving forward. So that time out to self-care, to self-soothe, and yeah, to move a little bit slower. I think at this time everyone is where we're being guided. But I think that's enough from me today. I'm slowly fading as I'm speaking. I'm going to take some time to recalibrate my energy, and I will be back tomorrow, so take care.